Alright, I think we're live. Alright. How we doing, boys? Oh, there's a lot of shit in here to go through, my god. I don't actually think the, is this like more cards than normal or something for a selection box? There are so many new cards in here. I'm not sure if this is like... I don't know, it seems like there's so many more cards in here than normal. Look at all this shit. A trillion new cards to go through. I haven't even got every card on screen yet. Oh no, I do. I've got all these leaked cards as well. So much shit to go through. Morning. Hello, howdy. Why is chat not appearing on screen? Why is my chat box not working? Oh, there it is. Wait, I don't know. If you want some comedy, I recommend starting the new skills. We can start with skills first. Why not? Let's start with the skills first. We'll start with these boys. But we'll start in just a second. We don't want to get into it before we got everyone here. Don't rush into it, lads, alright? Now, if you're watching this on YouTube as just a VOD, because obviously this is live streamed, make sure if you enjoy it or you find any of the content useful to please drop a like and subscribe, all the kind of normal stuff. And yeah, that way you know when I go live or when I do box reviews and stuff like this, and you'll be the first to know. We generally do this as soon as we know there's new content live, we do it, so it's coming soon. I'm not sure what time the anniversary comes out tomorrow, but it's out tomorrow, so we're just getting it a little bit earlier to look at. Refresh? Is there something new on there? I'm part of the VOD now, so they what the? That was an interesting refresh. What the hell? What's this doing on my screen? Oh god, adverts are starting though. Get off my screen. Okay, well that's a interesting one. 16 hours? Okay. Oh my god, these adverts are so annoying. Alright, how many people we got? Are we ready to start? There's like 200 people here. Was there something like shittier to start with? Because I don't particularly want to start. I don't know if I want to start with the skills or not. Because if there's something in the skills that we need to know, like what card rewards there are to be used with the skills. Might not be better to go through them first. Off. Might be odd. Look at all these cool game mats. Wow. Cards. Oh, what is this? This is hideous. Is this our sleeve of mat? My god. Did they put any effort into that at all? I assume it's going to be like, kind of like the prismatic cards maybe, because it's like got this little like glossy shit you can see on top of it. God, it's so ugly. What is that? It's horrendous. Nice copy and paste. Alright, let's get into the actual review. There's like 200 people there. Alright, so let's start off with the, ooh, pretty. Let's start off with the skills first. We'll go from bottom to top of the page. I think that'll work, right? We'll just go in that order. You in a gold sleeve? Dude's on something? Oh, God! What have they done to him? His pupils are like super dilated. This man is on something. Oh my, why? Did they just forget to fill in his eyes? Actually, what the fuck? Hello, Konami art team? Hello? Anyway. Alright, so first skill. Sorry about the flashbang from the player wire thing on screen. Can't really do anything about that. Alright, so first of all, we have... You actually see the whole... can barely see the whole thing on screen. Let me make the page slightly smaller. Just so we can... Oh my god, where is it? Make it slightly... There you go. Okay, now you can see it all on screen at once. Alright. So Destiny Draw Monster Reborn can be used before your normal draw if your life points are at 2,500 below. Your normal draw this turn will be Monster Reborn from your deck. If your opponent controls a monster with 3,000 more attack, you can use the skill regardless of your life points. Ooh. Okay. 3,000 attack or more. So what decks end on a board state with more than 3,000 attack? It's actually not that many, right? Not in current meta. It's obviously Blue Eyes, but it's not really meta. So in current meta, what even ends on 3,000 more attack? Melodious don't, Harpies don't. Yeah, we know Blue Eyes, but it's not even really meta at the moment. It might be after the new Dark Magician Blue Eyes structure deck is released. D&D, it's not really meta. It's only meta stuff, guys. Although, maybe we meta? I know there's a D&D card in here because I had to use it for the thumbnail, so maybe that will be meta after this selection box, who knows.
Card games on motorcycles!
Thank you for the sub, Furious Slenny, thank you. I don't know. Either way, kind of nice. Yeah, I'm not sure they needed to give us a 2,500 life point requirement. Pretty sure if this was at like 3,000, it'd still be a fine skill. Abyss Actor? Do they not 3,000? Isn't their main one 25? Or 26? Abyss Actor isn't over. There's actually not that many things that end with 3,000 attack in current meta, so this might not actually be that relevant. If it's doing competitively. On ladder, Blue Eyes is the most popular deck, so you can use it all the time. Yeah, interesting, interesting. Not bad. I assume here we'll give it a try. I don't think it's going to be meta relevant at all, though. I highly doubt it. And since it's 2,500 or below, you might as well just go for Destiny Draw for 2,000 and whatever. And like I said, there's not that many decks that are currently in the top tiers that are over 3,000. Water Exceeds isn't. Magnets technically can be, but not really, because they don't. Normally, when they summon their big boss, you die afterwards. I mean, just actually look at the tier list real quick. There's actually not that many over 3k, right? No. No. Kind of. No. Kind of, not really. No, and no. So there's like actually none. So yeah, I don't think that's not going to be too relevant outside of ladder Blue Eyes stuff. And the first part of the skill, you might as well just be using Destiny Draw. It's only 500 life points more. Alright, Master of Fusion Paladin. This is the exciting one. This is the one we're hoping is going to be good, because we want to have a good skill for Dark Magician. Copium. Alright, Master of Fusion Paladin. Return one Dark Magician or a spell or trap card that contains Dark Magician in its name to your deck from your hand. Then add one Buster Blader from outside your deck to your hand and set one Polarization to your spell and trap card zone.
Card games on motorcycles!
Okay. During the turn you use the skill, you can only special summon one monster. And during your opponent's next turn, you cannot special summon any monsters. So navigation can't be used? This skill can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. I mean, deck cannot include two copies of the same card. The deck cannot include two copies of the same card. Am I reading that correctly? That's not real, right? That's not a real thing I just read. What is this? No, this can't be real. No, this has got to be a mistranslation or something, right? That can't be. What is that? Anime skill? And the last line, there are no fusion monsters other than Dark Paladin in the extra deck. I mean, that's not too bad. Like, if the entire skill was based around Dark Paladin, I wouldn't mind it forcing you to only play Dark Paladin as the only fusion monster. Like, stops you playing, like, the other Gaia cards or whatever. Not Gaia, Dark Cavalry or whatever. It's this shit. What is this? The deck cannot include two... Am I just reading this right? Does this... Okay. Let me just make sure I'm reading this correctly. This means we can't run, like, two navigation or two circle in my deck, right? That's what I'm reading, isn't it? So we have to have one navigation, one circle, one whatever else for the entire deck. That is, like, what? You're literally playing... Why am I playing Highlander format? Why am I playing Highlander? Hello? This is so... Okay, I'm just... Okay, that is the worst... That's actually the worst skill I think I've ever read. There is no way that could actually be real. It's not even that good of an effect. They could cut all of this and I don't think I'd run it that often. Because Dark Magician doesn't even want to use the polymerization for it, because they literally have a fusion spell that just kind of does it. They have the Eye of Timaeus or whatever. Like, why? Alright, we're going to ignore this. This is absolute doo-doo. Garbage. Oh, refresh. We got more cards. Good thing we started at the bottom then. Oh, we certainly do, actually. Alright, so is this... Okay, so we'll go through the actual structure deck then. So this is the confirmed structure deck cards right here. Alright. So let's go through them. So we've got... oh my god, another advert. We've got the Dark X Sealed Fusion, we've got Cosmo Brain, Buster Blader. Nothing too exciting. Ooh, that's a good reprint. I don't even think I've got 3 of that. That's a sick reprint, actually. I've wanted 3 of this for a while. This is an awesome reprint. The structure was the DM Trap Cut. Oh, the new one? Yeah. That's a sick reprint, actually. God damn, that's awesome. Okay, then we've got Magic Slice Fusion. We've got Strength and Unity, which I went through in another video, but I guess we can go through briefly here. If you ritual or fusion summon using Blue Eyes and White Dragon or Dark Magician, you can target one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish it. You can send a face-up card from the field to the graveyard, target one level 7 or higher normal monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand, or shuffle it into the deck. So it has good synergy then for with navigation, because you can put it back in the deck so you can bring out Dark Magician and stuff. So it's kind of like a pseudo circle, kind of. Whenever you summon something, you have to banish something. It just doesn't get the consistency boost that circle gives you of being able to add a card from the top 3 of your deck. I think the consensus for this card was generally, it seems okay, but awful in Blue Eyes. And in Dark Magician, it's really odd, because it doesn't exactly help consistency stuff, which is the deck's problem. It just kind of adds more power to a deck. The deck really just needs more consistency stuff. So I think that was the general consensus for the card. It's nothing to get too excited about. It's something that I assume you'd be probably running. I'm not sure how many you'd run of it, but if you're running the like the ritual variant, you definitely use this. I'm not sure why you wouldn't use it in the ritual variant, but yeah, it's probably a bit too it's just trying to add more power to a deck where we just kind of need more consistency stuff for it. So I wasn't too excited for this card. Definitely not too excited for it. Alright, then we had the alt art for Dark Paladin, which looks very nice. Very nice. And then we have Ebon High Magician. Okay, 2 level 7 spellcaster type monsters. Okay. When this card succeeds material, you can activate a quick play spell card or trap from your hand during your opponent's turn by attaching 1 exclusive from this card at activation. That's kind of cool. Okay.
Card games on motorcycles!
So that makes it just so your back row is basically immune to like cosmics or whatever, because you have it in hand. Okay. If you see someone cast a trade battle into the graveyard, or if you see someone card you control sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, instead of someone dance, spellcast type monster from your hand or deck. Then you can destroy 1 card on the field. Okay. A little bit protection behind it too, so if it's removed, you get to destroy something. And special summon as well. Okay. I like. Not sure what quick play spells in particular we'd want for this. I assume they'd just be standard stuff. We probably can't run it. I don't remember what all the limits are in Dark Magician, but I assume you can't run things like Econ, or can you? Is there any limit 2s in Dark Magician? I don't remember. But anyway, it's got a trap card there too, so you can also use just the normal trap card stuff. Better summon a DM and get a pop and a banish? Hell yeah. Oh, Legion too? Okay. So that means Econ's out at least. Book of Moons, of course? Okay. I love how it keeps like, it'll keep your navigation safe, which is sick. Means you can actually use your navigations when you want them, rather than with your opponent just targeting them. Also means your back row doesn't get as oh, I guess you still have to have an open slot to use it. Okay. Dude, I like how it's got the protection stuff behind it too, because Dark Magician at the moment doesn't have a turn 1. Like, they have a turn 1, like they have a setup for a turn 1. They don't have like a summon on turn 1, is what I'm saying. You just kind of sit there looking whatever. Although how you would summon 2 level 7 spellcasters on turn 1 anyway, so it probably still won't have one. Seems right. I'm not super excited for it. I don't think it's gonna. I'm really looking for consistency stuff with Dark Magician, so I read this and I was like, I mean, it's cool. But I'm really looking for consistency boosting stuff for Dark Magician rather than more power stuff. So I don't think there's anything really wrong with Dark Magician if you get their full combo set up like they normally do. But yeah, the issue is trying to get the 3-card combo set up stuff. Definitely a good card though, definitely a good card. Blizzard from hand. It's good, but summoning conditions are bad. Summoning conditions are fine. It's just Dark Magician stuff. Yeah, the real exciting part about the structure deck, Defusion reprint, baby. Let's go. Yeah, it sends your traps into hand traps, so it just protects them, which is nice. All right, so good stuff. All good stuff so far. All right, basically a trap tricks right there. All right, let's move on. So we've got the new cards from the selection box. So we'll go to the reprints first. Any Poggers reprints? I see one really Poggers reprint here for a lot of people that are been looking for this card. Very exciting reprint, that one. God damn, that's a fucking value reprint. We've got this one. We've got some D2D stuff. We've got tuning for people that like to play the Star Thing deck, whatever it's called, Stardust Thing deck. DD Crow is kind of nice. We've got Infernity. I see there's an Infernity card coming on, I'm pretty sure too. But god damn, I'm excited. I've only got one Rescue Rabbit, so I'm glad this is in here because I need to get more Rescue Rabbits. Hopefully I get some when I whale into this box a little bit. Hopefully, because I need more than one copy of this. It's been really annoying only having one. So not bad reprints. I think the 2 main ones are definitely these 2 though. My god, this is like such a fat reprint. My god. This card's so fucking good. And it was annoying that it was in just a it was in the Firefist box or whatever. Like Lunalight players didn't have it, and like a lot of people just don't have this card. So I don't mind the reprints. I really like these two mostly, but they're not bad. DD Crow's a good generic too. It'd be nice if there was a bit more generic stuff, because generic stuff's generally the better reprint stuff, because it means that people that go into it kind of get staples they might not have. So there's like no there's no like Ballista Squads or Karma Carts or Treacherous, that kind of stuff in here. I'm not sure where they're all reprinted already in other selection boxes or whatever, but there's no like back row in here or a back row removal, which is kind of a shame. No generic stuff like that for people looking for just staples sticking to their decks. DD reprints should be in the structure deck, I guess. Lightning Vortex, just any old just generic back row removal stuff, or yeah, removal. I mean, that's just a very small amount of the reprints. There's just the ones shown in the trailer. Oh, okay. I just assumed this was all the Ultras and SRs we were getting. Me small brain. Alright. Let's get on to the exciting stuff. Enough of these reprint stuff. Alright, we have the new cards from the selection box. Okay. Now we'll start down here, whatever the fuck this thing is. Pretty sure I've seen this card already. Daigusto Phoenix. 2 level 2 monsters. Once per turn you can attach 1 Xyz material from this card. This card to target 1 face-up wind monster you control. This turn it can attack twice during the battle phase. Oh, so it can make it self-attack twice. Okay. Not really sure what you'd stuff this in, but I don't think we have any other good... Do we even have any good generic level 2s? This is the best we've got now. Fuck. My god. Okay, dude, I'll fucking click it. What do we even have at the moment? Oh, we got Gachi. I think this guy's probably better in most cases. Alright, well, I guess we now have a double hitter if there's any decks that like to use level 2 monsters. Which there isn't really a whole lot, but cool. Yeah, Fabled, I guess. I guess that's something. It's not the best, but I've been wanting it for a long time. I guess. I don't know. Nothing to worry about with that one, I don't think. Let's just move on. Alright. Magister Paladin, the Ascending Draco Slayer. 2 level 4 Pendulum monsters. When this card exceeds summoned, you can add 1 Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand during the end phase of this turn. Not a bad starting effect. Okay. Once per turn, you can attach 1 extension from this card. Special summon 1 face-up Draco Slayer Pendulum monster from your extra deck, but it cannot be used as an Xyz material for a summon. Now, I think the main issue with this is, isn't the Draco Slayer the stuff we have, like, 0 cards for at the moment? We've got these guys, right? Oh, now look at these guys. So we actually only got this one. Huh. I mean, the first effect's kind of good. It's generic, so if you're just playing a Pendulum deck, you can run this in your extra just for searching. That's kind of okay. Yeah, 0 use for the second effect, though, because we literally only have one. We have one target, and it's this thing. That's it, a 1950 attack monster. Not sure about that one. Not to mention it means you have to Xyz summon in Pendulum, which means they don't even go to the extra deck, they go to the graveyard. But the first effect searching's kind of alright. Maybe help on Brick you sometimes. Nothing too exciting with it though. Alright, moving on. Coach King Giant Trainer. 3 level 8 monsters. He's a big boy. Okay. You can attach one exceeds material from this card, draw one card, and show it. Then if it was a monster, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Okay. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. You can only use this effect to coaching up to thrice per turn. Oh, it's a draw 3. Oh, okay. But I kind of like that. I'm not really sure where we're going to use this like gimmick puppet thing. Can this go in gimmick puppets? Oh no, gimmick puppet has the fucking skill requirement stuff. So it's not even that playable on gimmick puppet. The draw 3 is kind of cool though. A little bit, that is kind of cool. It can't go on gimmick puppet though because we don't have the the skill says no. But the draw 3 is super sick, actually. Where can we put this then, chat? Is there any what deck summons 3 level 8 monsters that's actually worth running this? Have we got any? The Blue Eyes is mostly level 8, right? It's some miracle you summon all 3 Blue Eyes at once and none of them get removed. About to draw 3 against Book of Moon, Surge. Thunder Dragons? There's no way you get 3 Thunders out. There's no way you get 3 level 8s out in Thunder Dragon. There's no way. Levianeer, you have to get Levianeer, and then your Thunder Dragon Raw dude. Not Raw. Thunder Dragon, whatever his name is. Duo. Galaxy Eyes? Nah. Heretics. Yeah, I think there's not a whole lot of decks that can use this. But hey, if one comes along, it's actually not a bad card. Draw 3 is a pretty nutty effect. If there's some way to ever cheat this thing out, even if you somehow cheat this out and only gets 2 materials and you get to draw 2, that's not even that bad of an effect. I can't even talk that much shit about it. Alright, okay, moving on. Oh, I think I know this card. Infinity Doom Archfiend. Now, I'm pretty sure I know this card because I thought as soon as I read it, why is this not already in Duel Links? Okay, so generic. Once per turn, you can target one face-up card on the field, negate its effects until the end of the turn. Then, if you have no cards in your hand, you can destroy it. While you have no cards in your hand, if this card battles an opponent's monster, any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is doubled. A Dark Synchro monster that was summoned using this card's material can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Yeah, so I was pretty sure I remember reading this card and I was like, why is that just not already in Duel Links? Obviously pretty good in Infinity, you can summon it, target one and remove. But I don't think it's that exciting. You shouldn't get too excited when you read this effect, because it doesn't exactly help Infinity at the moment. Because how Infinity play is, get their skill, hope they survive the turn 1 so they get to their second turn when they can activate their skill, full combo win the game with all their synchro monsters and stuff. They basically already have a billion ways to use this effects anyway. So this doesn't really do a whole lot for the deck. Doesn't change anything in the deck. I don't even know if they'll bother running it. So actually, in Infinity, it won't change that deck at all. You can probably run the card, it's fine to run, it's just, it won't change how the deck works. You're already OTKing with Infinity. Yeah, it's not a quick effect, so it's not that useful. It's cool that it's generic though, so if you need a level 6 target negate, I guess, good way to get through annoying stuff like Melodious or something. With the bonus effect, obviously, if you happen to have no cards in hand, you can destroy it too. Negate field spells. Oh, does it just target any cards? You can negate field spells? Oh, it is too. You can negate field spells with this. That's kind of cool. Can spirits come this card back from the graveyard? Yeah, my point is though, that if you're playing Infernity, the way Infernity plays is they go their first turn, they set their whatever trap cards to try and survive the turn. They go past to their second turn. They just try to kill you there. That's it. They just full combo kill you there. And if you introduce this card into that like playstyle, it changes nothing. That's just how the deck is already doing exactly what this thing's trying to do. The double hit you don't really need because you're already doing like 6 trillion damage with an Onimaru and whatever the dragon is, the discard destroys, all that kind of stuff. Like it doesn't change how Infernity currently plays. The only thing that would actually help Infernity is something that would make it so they can play on turn 1. So. Yeah, not the Shell the Ghost version. I'm not sure which one's the most popular variant. I guess we can have a look. I don't think Infernity is that popular of a deck at the moment anyway, but there you go. Yeah, Infernity Inferno. I'm pretty sure Inferno is the most popular skill. I'm pretty sure. Where's the breakdown for this? Shell the Ghost is actually more popular. Although I don't think there's that many lists, is there? Pretty close. Yeah, I still think the point still stands though. I don't think it changes much. So even in Shell the Ghost, most of the time you just do the exact same thing with just a Coral Dragon or a Bryonak. Yeah, I don't think it changes much. Alright, back to the actual thing now. Alright, no, already had it open. Alright, so there's what I think about that card. Nice little generic card, you can stick in some stuff if you want it, but I don't think it changes a whole lot. Shadow Ghost is literally a first turn focus deck? Yeah. But you try to kill him on that turn anyway with that deck, right? The same as this one. Same as if you added this in, it wouldn't change a whole lot.
Card games on motorcycles!
Alright. Now we have Pendulum Reborn. Special summon one face up Pendulum monster from your extra deck or one Pendulum monster from your graveyard. Not sure what we're going to use this for. Pendulum's already bricky enough without running trap cards that are not called Treacherous Trap Hole. And we've got Monster Reborn coming anyway. Who needs this? We've got Monster Reborn coming. Who needs this crap? Get it out of my face. Get it out of here. Alright, then we have... You can't see it because it's not fully on screen, but I can't be fucked moving my thing across. God. I have to move it across like, oh fuck it. There we go, move it across slide just for this card. Alright. Fuck, it's still on. There you go. Bottomless Trap Hole. When your opponent summons a monster with 1500 or more attack, destroy that monster with 1500 more attack, and if you do, banish it. Ooh. Honestly, not bad. Similar to... Is that honestly not that bad? It's kind of weird that it has to destroy it first to banish it, so it doesn't really help with monsters that are immune to destroy effects. Kind of odd. You have to destroy it first. But it's a good card though. I do like it. Certainly good if you don't have other trap cards already. I'm pretty sure I'd prefer to use Book of Moon any day of the week, but Trap Trick's playable. Doesn't target, true. Rit Pendulums? Oh, that's a nasty side deck versus Pendulum, isn't it? Ooh. That's a nasty Pendulum side deck. They don't even go to the extra deck pile because they get banished. They're just gone. Bottomless or Floodgate? I mean, Bottomless is better against Pendulum, right? Both are pretty nuts versus Pendulum, to be fair, though. This is a sick side deck card. You'll definitely be seeing this in side decks now, because people would want to use this against Pendulum decks. I'm not sure it's that worth. It's worth running on ladder if you don't have anything to replace anything better than it. I'm pretty sure just running 3 Book of Moons is generally better than running 3 Bottomless. Same as Karma. I mean, Karma has a discard attached to it. This one doesn't, is kind of thing. Mind of the Planner. Mind of the Planner is super good when it's used with things that try to come back again, you know? That's why, like, when Farfa banishes it, it comes back again, that kind of stuff. Basically, I just say it's a good card to get if you don't already have good back row. So I think it's just like, it's like how I was talking about with the, if we don't have any good reprints in this box of back row, it will definitely be really good. Make it even better. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a side deck card though. You'll definitely see it side deck. Because in tournament play, if you know there's a Pendulum matchup, this is so good against Pendulum. It's so fucking good. Just banish every Pendulum summoned card they try to do. Broken. Alright. Then we have the really exciting card, the Waifu, coming out. We have Apprentice Illusion Magician. And before we go through this card, because I haven't shouted out this stream, there's going to be tons of people that watch this stream who are just VOD viewers. Make sure if you're watching this stream and you're enjoying it or finding the content useful, to leave a like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Lets you know when I go live and do these kind of reviews and make content and all these new box content's out tomorrow. I'll be doing, I'm not sure I'll be doing a box opening tomorrow, I might. And then I'll be doing, obviously, decks from all the cards in here, so make sure to like, subscribe, so you get to know when I'm go live and do this stuff tomorrow. Or make decks tomorrow. Refresh? Is something new on here? Alright, we'll refresh, just in case. I don't see anything new on here. Anyway. Alright, let's go through it. Let's go through the Waifu card. The one Brad has put the fucking smiley face with hearts in the chat. Please, for the love of God, because I don't actually remember what this card does. For the love of God, be a consistency boost for the deck, because it damn well needs it. Okay, you can special summon this card from your hand by discarding 1 card. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Dark Magician from deck to hand. Oh, so we've got a searcher for it. Okay. That means you've got to search it for your navigations, as well as trying to RNG it with Circle. It also means that you don't have to try to use stupid rod to try to search your Dark Magicians. You can actually use it to search for... Yeah, you can actually use it for searching your Dispel and Trap cards. Okay, not bad. During damage calculation, if your other Dark Magician monsters battles an opponent's monster, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. That monster control gains 2. Oh, it's a hand trap too. Ooh. We've got a searcher and a hand trap for the deck. Okay. Now that's very good. That's the most exciting card we've seen for Dark Magician yet, honestly. That's easily the most exciting. Better than all this other junk. My God. Not to mention, if you already have a, Actually, no, never mind. Oh, it's so good. Are we running? Will we run this at 3 of? I should we run it at 3 of, because even at worst, we just use it as a hand trap. If we're not just using it for its search. Play this in Thunder Dragon since it's a level 6 special summon. Smile. It's not once per turn. I think that's too much to worry about though. I'm just trying to think of like other stuff you could do with it outside just doing, because it is a level 6 special summon in Dark Magician, which is kind of annoying in the fact that if you summon it, it's going to clog up your navigation if you have Rod on board as well. Its level doesn't combo with anything really. It's a bit rough. It can help you make rank 6, like your navigation selling out, then you already have this guy on board. You make a level 6 to a rank 6. If you don't want to use the level 7s. Another question is there any other Dark Spellcaster decks that can use this card that isn't Dark Magician, since it is technically generic? Is there any other Dark Spellcaster decks that want a hand trap real quick? You can legit bounce a turn 1? Bounce a turn 1? Discard 2 cards, just have these 2 and a bouncer on board? Literally your entire hand for a bouncer? I'm not sure about that one. You can rank up to even... Oh, that's the new card that's in here too, right? The one that we're talking about. Wait, does it even have a rank up on it? Or is that just... It didn't have a rank up on it, did it? Oh, it does too. You can also exceed summon this card by using a level 6 Spellcaster Exceeds monster. Which I don't think we even have. I don't even have one, right? What the fuck? So how do you use it from? We don't even have one, so that's not very useful. Abyss. I don't think you'd use it in Abyss Actor anyway. You wouldn't use it in a deck that's like really like a Pendulum deck, which would rely on having a good starting hand. Well, most decks rely on having a good starting hand, but those Pendulum decks especially because of how bricky they are by nature. Alright, very interested on if this is enough to actually make Dark Magician a playable deck. Very interested, as I'm not sure it helps that much. It just helps you get your Dark Magicians, which allows you to like use rods for other stuff. But you can't even run many rods because of the stupid ban list, so... I'm not sure how helpful she's actually going to be when Dark Magician's an absolute brick house at the moment. Yeah, not sure about that one. We'll see. We'll see. Good card anyway. Dark Magician's going to use it. Guaranteed use, so... Alright. Coach Captain Bearman. Okay. You can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1300. Once per turn, you can make all level 4 beast warrior type monsters you currently control become level 8 until the end of this turn. Oh. This card cannot be used as an Exceeds material for the Exceeds summon except the summon of a fire warrior monster. Oh. What? Okay. Right, so you can stick this into Fire Fist and you can make Mr. Giga Trainer over here, Mr. Giga Chad. Draw 3 in Fire Fist. What the fuck? It's an odd card. What? Is that the only level 8? Actually, this is the only level 8 we have that's a fire, right? There's no way we just happen to have another one. It's too specific. Oh, we do have this dude, but he takes Gemini. Oh, that's it. Alright, so we only summoning this with him. I don't think we're sticking this in Fire Fist, but we can give it a go. Not sure how that would help Fire Fist too much, since it takes up your normal summon. You'd have double summon in Fire Fist with the spell card, but amusing card. Maybe one deck will use this one day. Who knows? Fuck knows. Can't even search Mr. Bam Bam with Tenki. What's even the point? Alright, then we have BLS, Envoy of the Beginning. Not Twilight. For you guys that get confused by that. Do I really need to go through this card? I'm pretty sure we've already, everyone in chat knows what this card does by now. It's been leaked already. We've already gone through it. You banish 2, you summon it, you banish 2 from your grave, you summon it, then you can target 1, banish it. It's literally a fucking glorified Chaos Sorcerer. It's a Chaos Sorcerer, but it can attack twice. That's literally all it is. Yeah, card trader, card kick, W. It's a card trader card. From the card trader, isn't it? Card trader, easy skip. Yeah, I will be making a video on this card just because it's easy content. I'll just probably stick it in Light Sworn or Thunder Drag and just chuck it in there, see how it does. Because it's guaranteed to be a video that will a deck that will function anyway, just because both those decks will function with or without this card. I just don't think it'll buff it in any way. It's just like you can run if you want it. You can obviously make rank 8s with it. That's kind of good. You can combo with your Levianeers if you have enough resources. You can combo with your Dragon Duos. It's kind of like a pseudo Levianeer replacement after the nerfs, but not really, because Levianeer is infinitely better since this one's targets. This effect isn't on summon. It's just only removes 1. So it's not that great, but if you want to use it, you can. It just won't change. The deck won't increase in strength from it. At least I highly doubt it will. Especially considering this card isn't like searchable easily. You can run like reinforcements like as a skill and search for it if you like. Like generically search it. You can search for it in like standard BLS, but we're not talking about actually trying to play a BLS deck because I refuse. With the latest BLS skill, I'm good. Alright, then we have whatever the fuck this thing is. Oh god, we're going to try and pronounce that. Oh god. True King Agnismazud, the Vanisher. Is it a silent A? Is it a... Or maybe it's a silent G. Maybe it's Animazud. Mazud? Nimazud. What is that? Do they just literally just stick it in like a random word fucking shuffler or some shit? Random letter shuffler and just whatever comes out, stick it as its name? What is that? How am I to pronounce that name? Nimazud. I don't think that really helps. That still just sounds stupid. Acne. There's a knee sound. Acne-mazud. Acne. So it's acne monster. Very... The pimple-faced monster, I see. True King Acne. Alright, we got his name, boys. Alright. If this card is in your hand, you can destroy 2 other monsters in your hand and or face up on the field, including a fire monster. And if you do, special summon this card. And if you do that, you can banish 1 monster your opponent controls. Oh, sorry, banish 1 monster from your opponent's field or graveyard. If both destroyed monsters were fire... Oh wait, it's both... Okay, that's both be fire, okay. Wait. Why is that worded so dumbly? So that you had to destroy 2 fire monsters to use the banish effect. Okay. And you had to summon a 2900... Hey, that's fucking nuts in Fire King. My goodness. Okay. If this card's destroyed by Carnifates, you can add one... You can add 1 non fire worm monster from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, well, you're not gonna run any. That's disgusting in Fire King though, right? What the fuck? If your opponent controls 2 fire monsters, you can destroy 2 other monsters in your hand or face-up field. It's gotta be in your face-up field, right? You can't destroy your opponent's field. It's gotta be in your. It's gotta be in yours. That's disgusting in Fire King, though. My god. Really disgusting. Guess I'm making a Fire King video. I didn't expect that one. That's some weird support I didn't expect today. It's like a guaranteed plate in Fire King, right? Why wouldn't you use this? It seems so good. I guess there's a little bit of downside to running it, and you can't run as much back row or something. It's like have to have a heavy monster starting hand to use it. It's not summon banish, which is pretty sick. The problem is you can't summon with the card they use. Yang Zing. Oh yeah, it can be used in Yang Zing. How many fires do they have though? They only have this dude, right? Don't think I'll use it in Yang Zing. It's nice, it has like the worm effect on it. Don't think I'm using it in Yang Zing though. Yang Zing of mistiming? I didn't even know Yang Zings were fucking Wen effects. They actually Wen? Oh, they are Wen effects. What the fuck? What? Didn't even know that. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a Yang. It's not gonna be a Yang Zing thing. I just wondering like how good this actually is in Fire King, because it is a lot of resources destroying 2 on turn 1. So your starting hand has to be this card and 2 monsters, and you have like 1 tech card. And you don't want to summon this on turn 1 anyway, so you just go for like a normal Fire King play. And do Fire King even want to use this? I don't even know. Seems like a good effect though. I'll certainly give it a try, that's for sure. We'll see how it goes. We'll give it a test run, but I'm not sure how good it'll be. Disgusting. Alright. DDD Destiny King 0 Laplace. Sounds like the Pokemon name. During your main phase, you can add. Oh, so this is a scale 1, level 10. During your main phase, you can add 1 face-up DD Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand, except DD King Laplace. You only use the effect once per turn. Okay, that's kind of useful considering the Pendulum restrictions in Duel Links. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing 1 DD monster. Before damage calculation, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. This card's attack becomes double that opponent's monster's original attack until the end of the damage step. Okay. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. The first time this card will be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. Also, you take no battle damage from that card. Oh, is that second effect not a once per turn? Ooh. Oh my. How's this card ever destroyed by battle? For all damage, this card battles an opponent's monster. Your brain fried off that vortex? It's not. It doesn't seem that. It's not that vortexy. It's just a card that's just like, my god, I can beat over any monster in the game with double the attack. If your opponent has a 4,000 attack on monster on board, they just die instantly, which is kind of amusing. You attack with a weak ass monster first, but it's not a once per turn though, right? If this card battles an opponent's monster, you activate this effect. This card's attack becomes double that opponent's monster to the end of the damage step. Then if someone tries to attack it again, you can just use it again, right? Yeah, it's not once per turn, so you can't swing it with a little one and swing it with a big one. It's just immune to basically being destroyed by battle. Is there a DD card that makes them attack multiple times? So we can just make this thing attack twice and just beat over every monster your opponent controls with double the attack? Certainly liking this card. This card seems really fucking good. Oh, it has the piercing thing too, so someone is laying in defense, you beat over it. Don't have a double attacking thing in there? Oh, Surge. Alright. Certainly a better scale 110 than we've got, right? I forgot what the other... What are the scales we've got? The... Oh no, it's just DD. It's the reverse of this guy, so it just takes up the other shit scale no one liked. This thing? Yeah, this thing I didn't give a shit about, so it lets you still keep this one. Takes up the shit. Takes up the shit scale spot, which is kind of good. Alright, we'll probably give it a shot. Seems pretty good. In the Pendulum variant of D2D. Even the standard variant, you can resummon it, which is kind of nice, I guess. You just fusion summon with this guy, resummon it with something else. It's pretty nuts. So D2D mostly OTKs anyway, so I think you need more damage.
Shut up, Mokuba.
Hey, thank you for the $5, buddy. Appreciate it. The good job emoji. I don't think I've ever had anyone donate to me a super chat with an emoji before. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for the support. Alright. I'll definitely give this a shot. I'm just not sure. I don't think it'll help DD very much. Like I don't think you see this card and be like, oh shit, DD's actually going to be top tier. Because I don't think it actually helps that much. It's a nice scale though. All right, is that? So we got more leaked cards, but I'm not sure if any of these are actually. I'm not sure where these leaked cards are coming from, or if they really matter. Because this includes cards for like character cards as well. Like, where's all this shit from? Yeah, I've already gone through the structure deck earlier, buddy. Do we know where this shit's coming from? Is this like any of these event cards or something that I should be worrying about? The Ignis thing is in the selection? Oh, this dude? Have we not gone through him yet? Oh, okay. So this guy's in the selection. Is there anything else? Like, where's this stuff come from? I don't know the events that are coming up in Duel Links, so. That's your event cards. I guess we can cover them. Why not? We're here anyway. Might as well cover them. Alright, we'll start with Intercept. We'll save this card for last because it looks kind of cool. Intercept Wave. All synchro monsters in the field are changed to defense position, and they then return all face-up synchro monsters to the extra deck during the end phase. Oh. Wait, that's kind of nasty. Wait, that's a sick. That's a sick side deck card. My god. You can even side deck this first. Not versus Harpy. It's not that great. Okay, I guess it's a kind of a cool little side deck card. I like it. It's a bit slow though. I suppose just like Book of Mooning your opponent's synchro monster. It's kind of like a if you happen to go first kind of a card. Because if you go second and use this, it's kind of a bit slow. Because it means you can't really do anything on turn 1 if you plan to just return everything. Right? So it doesn't inherently remove any synchro monsters, so you have to wait for them to be removed before you can make your plays or whatever. It's a good little side deck card though. You just said it. Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like, so if you go second using this card, you'd have to play through all your opponent's synchro monsters on board, or you'll just have to set this, pass, wait for your opponent's turn, then use it, then go back to your turn, then you can make your play. So it's like a very slow card. But if you go first, it's sick because you just set it, because you can't do anything on turn 1 anyway. And you can't kill your opponent on turn 1 anyway, so you just set this card. As soon as his turn ends, all of his stuff that he just summoned goes back to hand. Nutty. Not bad. Definitely a side deck card though. Don't play this on ladder. For the love of God, don't play this on ladder. Alright. Power Zone. If a monster destroyed battle, the controller of the destroyed monster takes damage equal to half its original attack. It's a field spell. Okay. I don't think we're using this in anything. Yeah, but we're not using this. It's kind of a Chad card, right? You summon this and you just hope you can destroy your opponent before he destroys you. It's kind of amusing. It can really help do some like massive OTK damage though. Yeah, Purgatory plus Power Zone sounds pretty fucking nasty. That's true. That is true. Yeah, I don't think there's many things we're going to be using this with, though. Yeah, the damage is halved for starters. Alright, so I don't think we're going to be using this. Red Carpet. If a Dragon-type synchro monster is on the field, target up to 2 resonating monsters in your graveyard, special summon them. I don't think we're using this. Resonator is already a pretty fucking stacked deck in terms of like what they're using. You don't really want to run other stuff. Like, would you use this over just having a Treacherous in your deck, or I don't know, just normal back row in your deck? It's not a bad card, but I'm pretty sure we just don't need it, is kind of the thing. So it's certainly like, it's not like Resonators are having trouble getting their synchros back or whatever, or getting their Resonators back or whatever. It's a pretty consistent deck, that one, and trying to do what it wants to do. Because it's like providing like some not comeback, but like follow-up play stuff, and you don't really need follow-up play in that deck because you already have the dude in the graveyard that banishes himself for a search, and you have to set up play just from that alone and your skill. Like the deck already has a guaranteed turn 1 and 2 anyway, like 90% of your games, so you don't really need this thing. Win more? Kind of win more, kind of. Although I'd argue we're winning less with this card, let's be honest. If you're winning less, I'm just running Treacherous. Yeah, so I don't think we're using this. Not a bad card, but we just don't need it. Alright, then we have Cosmic Hero King Arthur. Okay. 2 level 4 warrior type monsters. 2400 attack. If this card is destroyed battle, you can attach 26 with this card instead. When you do, it gains 500 attack, and if it does, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. What the fuck? Okay, I mean, there's way better level 4s in the game, honestly. We don't need this thing. We really don't need this thing. If it was protected from all kinds of destruction, not just battle, it might be alright, but we don't need this thing. We don't need this thing. Those are all event cards. Alright. So one card that's kind of exciting for side decking stuff, and a bunch of stuff we're not going to use. Alright, and the final card I think we've got to review today. The final card. There's also Monster Reborn on here, but do I need to review this card? Do we really need to cover this? Like, it's fucking Monster Reborn. Do I have to, like, do I need to cover Monster Reborn? Really? Hell no. Alright. It's even showing on screen. Don't yes me, chat. No, don't stop yesing me. Fuck off. What does it do? For fuck's sake. You know what? Just for you, chat. We'll go over it one more time. All right. Ignister Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer. Okay, so 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner Pendulum monsters. Once per turn, you can target 1 Pendulum monster on the field or 1 card in the Pendulum zone. Destroy it. And if you do, shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. Okay, that's not bad. Non-target shuffle removal. Ooh. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 Draco Slayer monster from your deck in defense position, but it cannot be used as synchro material for a synchro summon. Ooh, you just like some nice little OTKs with this actually. Okay, not bad, not bad. Sadly, not a quick effect. You can summon this with the that new tuner dude, right? The Odd Eyes guy? He's Odd Eyes. Is he Odd Eyes? This guy. Pendulum monster for material. Yeah, so it's going to be used in a Pendulum deck. Destruction and can extend your play further. What more could you ask for? A quick effect. Something that gives Pendulum a turn 1. Something that gives Odd Eyes a turn 1 so they don't suck. Like the only Pendulum deck we've got in Duel Links that's good at the moment is the one that, first of all, you can search for its own scale when you summon. So it's a 1 card both scale. So we're talking about Abyss Actor here. And the other reason it's good is because you can't really die on turn 1 because you just summon a bunch of cards that, when they're destroyed, summon war cards. Or they can't be destroyed by battle once. They can't be destroyed by battle once, then when they do destroy it, it summons another card from deck. So, using this in Odd Eyes, I mean, it's a good card, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't really think having a shuffle removal added on top of all the other shit they've got is really going to help the deck not just be a turn 2 only deck. It's not bad though, it's not bad. Definitely good enough to use with, what's you might call it? This thing if you can. Whatever the fuck it was. This dude. Dynamist ain't half bad. I'm talking about, like, meta-wise though. It's not that's used in tournaments. Dynamist isn't a bad deck, as like I put it in my competitive free-to-play video and whatever else. It's not a bad deck, it's certainly good for ladder. But I was talking like specifically for tournament play stuff that's like actively used heaps in tournaments. Basically just stuff you'll see on like a tier list like this. Although you'll probably see things like Dynamist in quick formats too, like KC Cups and stuff, you might see them topping. Odd eyes have odd levels. Also, can we actually not summon this in odd eyes? We're having to run other random stuff. I don't know, just had to use level 5 with it, right? Gold plus Wyvern is both scouts and a kite and a kite. If your play is have Kite Roid opening hand, your deck is probably bad. That's generally how that goes, right? Alright, so good card. I just don't think it's going to help our dice too much. And I'm pretty sure that's like the only real deck you're using it in. We don't have any other Pendulum decks that use tuners at the moment, right? So, alright. And finally, Monster Reborn. When you activate this card, draw 2 additional cards. Alright, review over, boys. Alright. Target 1 monster in either graveyard, special summon it. Okay, we know this card's obviously going to be good. I'm not sure it's going to be so good that every single deck guaranteed runs it, but there will be a lot of decks that run it, because it's just like, even if your opponent is a synchro deck, right, and they do a synchro summon on their first turn, you can just steal one of their monsters they use as material. Like, it's just a really good card. Even if you're not using it to extend like your own combos with your own cards, you can just yoink your opponent's stuff. It's just a really good card. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just a target 1, special summon it from grave. Extend it for your own plays. If your opponent destroys your monster, like you summon a monster that's required for your combo, your opponent destroys it, resummon it. It's weak to things like Book of Moon and Canardiers, Floodgate, Trap Hole, that kind of stuff. Banish effects like Karma Cut. It's very good in, even stronger in like milling decks that like to mill themselves, because you just take stuff from your own graveyard, special summon that shit. Like, I see a lot of people saying it'll be good in this deck and it'll be good in this deck in chat, but the thing is, it's probably good in, like, you could put this in literally any deck in the game and it would be good in that deck. Yeah, it's also limited 1, by the way, so if you're hoping to play Thunder Dragon with this or whatever, you're probably not going to be able to. Just don't play Levy Smile. No, it's limited 1 on release, not 2. You can only use it, it's limited 1. Which means we can play it in Dark Magician! Yay! Yay! Dark Magician decks! Oh my god, the combo! Use your Apprentice Magician, discard something, Monster Reborn it back. Oh my god, we have the combo. Unironically, it's actually probably good in Dark Magician. Do you know what time the event starts? Brad said roughly 16 hours when I started the stream. It's now 1 hour and 14 in, so 15 hours from now. And I'll probably be live at some point, do a box opening real quick, which I plan to whale on this selection box. For the first time I will do a bit of whaling, because I need at least 2 of this. We'll see. If I get 1 of these, I may just make a Dark Magician video with 1 of it. So selection boxes are generally pretty hard to get the cards, but I need 1 of this for a video. I need 1 of this for a video. And there was 1 other card I wanted too, I think. Wasn't there? Could make an Infinity video, but I don't really see the point. Just for the clickbait. Oh yeah, maybe a Fire King video. There's actually a lot of content in here. All 4 of these cards are potential video content, so I kind of want at least 1 copy of these 2. Probably need more Magician though. No, it won't be another 6 hours. It says like the date it'll be released on, but that doesn't mean like instantly as soon as it hits midnight or whatever it'll change. Yeah, it's probably more likely to be, like midday or whatever. Yeah, Brad said 16 hours from the start of the stream, and so it'll be out 15 hours from now. But that might be incorrect too, that information. Like, he doesn't know for sure or anything. Either way, boys, I think we're done here. Is any other final remarks, chat, you want to say about this this box? Any other final remarks? Anything? Anything I missed that I didn't cover that I need to talk about? I didn't say final thoughts on some of the stuff. Like, do I think the Dark Magician structure deck's going to be any good? I mean, first glance, it doesn't seem like it's got that much of a consistency boost, which is annoying. I feel like if Rod ever gets like unlimited, or even just put onto the so it's not competing with navigation, if it ever gets off that limited 3 pool, I feel like Dark Magician actually would be a good deck. The lack of it seems so odd. You did miss a trap card? Technically missed one. You're talking about this card, right? But I'm not going to go through this card. Just pretend it doesn't exist. You'll probably use it as a one-off in Dark Magician, because you can search it, maybe. Mark ripped my wallet. I agree. Hey, Bomber's Trap will actually count as all the monster borns going around. And every deck's always relevant due to consistent support. Kind of. Dark Magician hasn't been relevant for like 2 years, so kind of true, but not really. Rate this box out of 10. The actual selection box, content-wise, it's like a flat-out 10, because I've got 4 decks I can make just from getting one-off cards. Literally 4 decks worth of content here. That's pretty fucking sick. Technically 5 if I want to do a D&D video, I can do that too. So sick ass for content-wise. In terms of value, reprint-wise, we don't know all the reprints, but they got some good reprints at the start, just so that we can see from here. The structure deck, though, I'm not going to give this one a super high rating, I don't think. Not super excited for it. Eben's alright, but not that great. You're only going to be able to summon him that much on turn 1, so I don't really know. I don't know. Alright, boys, I'm ending the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. If you liked it, like the content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I'll probably be back tomorrow doing a box opening, maybe. Then after that, I'll be making videos, so yeah. Subscribes. Laters, boys. Thanks for tuning in.